Hey everybody, this is Phoenix Down, and welcome to another bonus episode of Let's Play Chrono Trigger. In today's episode, we are showcasing another ending of the game. This one has a pretty decent window for you, but there are some little catches involved. To get this ending, you have to defeat Lavos after you arrive at the Dark Ages for the first time, up until before, and let me stress that, before you witness Schala opening the sealed door to Queen Zeal's throne room using the power of the pendant. You want to do it before that point, otherwise you're on track for a different ending, and we'll go into that next time. But you can also, I believe, get this ending after the gate to the Dark Ages gets sealed by Schala's magic when the Prophet releases you after the battle with the Golem, up until you lose Chrono at the Ocean Palace. There's a pretty sizable window there, but there's also a lot of plot going on, so it's easy to get caught up in the game itself and maybe forget to even go and challenge Lavos. But during this ending, we kind of alternate scenes of all the heroes celebrating their victory. The world is saved, Frog's back in the Middle Ages, Magus is no more, while the other heroes, well, we'll get to them when we get to them. But back in Dark Ages, Magus, as the Prophet, is going about his business, his nefarious plots. And I like that little touch there of Alphador kind of getting confused between Giannis and Magus there, since they're technically the same person. They are the same person. But this is one of my favorite endings, just because Magus is one of my favorite characters of this game, and his battle theme pretty much plays during the entire ending sequence, and that's also one of my favorite pieces of music in the game. So this, you know, it hits a lot of the right notes for me, for lack of a better way of saying it. But yeah, while Magus is back in the Dark Ages, trying to decide how to go about gaining his revenge against Lavos, the heroes are back in present time celebrating. Ayla's had a little bit too much to drink, and whoa, what just happened there to Robo's head? Robo's head just popped off. He was laughing so hard that it just flipped completely up. It's an interesting point to a freeze frame there, but okay, I'll take it, I guess. And Magus is now doing his Superman impression. I wonder if Magus can actually fly, or if it's more of just like kind of like a magic hovering kind of thing, where he can only like lift himself up off the ground, maybe just like a foot or something like that. You know, they don't really explain that. You know, he's just magic, he just does stuff, and we just kind of go with it. But we're celebrating Chrono's house, and Luca is setting fire to the kitchen. Of course. Gotta be a little more careful with your magic gifts. Maybe that's why they stopped using it after the Kingdom of Zeal fell. Oh well. I'm sure they'll take care of it. Marley has ice magic. It'll be fine. And here's Magus. If history is to change, let it change. If the world is to be destroyed, so be it. If my fate is to be destroyed, I must simply laugh. I'm coming, Lavos. So Magus has issued his challenge to Lavos. He's entering the Mammon Machine chamber of the Ocean Palace. And something exploded. I don't know if Magus just destroyed the Mammon Machine or if he just got crushed by Lavos. They don't really go into that. But it's, you know, like I've said, this is among my favorite endings. I think the Frog versus Magus one is probably my favorite, or at least ranks slightly higher, just because there's a little more closure to that one. But anyway, guys, this was yet another ending of the game. Next time, I'll showcase a very special and interesting one. This next one's going to be pretty good. So this has been Phoenix Down, and I will see you guys then.